guys, so today we're going to be going over lowering the rear of the car. I also wanted to focus on figuring out this cooling issue. It seems like I've never had this car have a normal radiator, so I bought a pressure tester kit. We're going to hop in here and try and figure out just where the leak's coming from. I also bought some lowering springs for the rear. I've always wanted to do coilovers, but it seemed to be those are way too expensive. So now we're just gonna go with lowering springs and try that. Alright, I got the wheel off, thing jacked. I have the frame supported by the jack stands, and I have the jack underneath the axle so I can need it to articulate. Right now I'm just taking off the shock. And once that off, we can pop it off, lower the jack a little bit, and then the spring should come out. These are stock springs, so it'll probably be a little harder than normal. There we go. Shock is off. So here's the stock spring. I put that in not too long ago. Honestly, they're not bad at all, but I need it lowered. So there's the new spring by BMR. It's supposed to be a 1-inch drop, but I heard on the reviews that it can go up to 2 inches, 2.5, and then of course there are 2-inch coils. I read dropped 3 inches, so I went with this one. I would be okay if it's only 1 inch, but if it's more, great. But anything more than like 2 inches, I probably don't want. But I don't know, we'll see. All right, time to put this new spring in. It's been my experience that the tighter coils go up first. Also, there's a boot. Let me see if I can just pull it off. There's a rubber boot here. Looks like I missed with that one. But this is to, I guess, isolate the vibrations and stuff. So we'll just throw that on here. Let me see. Show you. So it goes just on the top. Now I need to jack it up. This part's kind of hard to do by yourself. So you have to guide in the spring while jacking it up. I guess it's not that hard. And perfect. And all we do is we jack the car back up to the shock, put it in, and we're done. Put the tire back on and okay, so I made a mistake because I'm not paying attention. It's early in the morning, I guess. I put this shock on this one, and it's supposed to go on that one. So here we go. I was wondering why it was not wanting to tighten. Okay, now time to see the correct one. Not the correct one, although I think that is one. It's just for like coilovers and such. So I mean, it's not the worst. So now I'm going to put on the new wheels, and then we should be done with this side. Alright guys, so I hooked up a pressure tester on the radiator here. You can get them from Harbor Freight, pretty easy. Just slap it on there. And let's put around 16 PSI in it. I don't know if that's where it needs to be, but walked away. It seemed like it was holding pressure, then I walked away and it started hissing again. When I came back, and it ended up being this thing here. I don't know what this goes to, but that's where it was leaking from. And you can see it's kind of already dry rotted. I tightened it down and kind of moved it around and just took it for a test drive now, and it doesn't seem to be leaking. So I'll probably eventually need to replace that again. Upon test driving, I wanted to see if the rear end would settle a little bit, and it did. And that's where it looks like now. So hopefully maybe it'll settle a little bit more, but overall I'm happy with it. I mean, if that's where it stays, then that's okay with me. I mean, it's not the biggest drop, but I did notice it. I feel like I took it for quite a spirited drive, and it seemed to handle all right, you know, for being a 50-year-old muscle car.